You've spent hours, maybe even days, crafting that perfect Instagram reel. You hit post, you see the views start coming in, and then it just stalls. But have you ever stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, a simple technical glitch, a frozen screen on your viewer's phone, is the silent killer of your reach? Well, let's get right into this, because this isn't just a tiny tech issue, it's a huge business problem.
I mean, think about it for a second. Every single time your reel freezes up, or stutters, or just flat out refuses to load, that's a potential customer who's gone. They just swipe away. That's a lost sale, a missed opportunity to connect, and the frustration they feel, they don't just blame the app. They associate that feeling with your brand. So yeah, it's absolutely crucial we figure out what's really going on behind that frozen screen.
To get to the bottom of this, we first have to step into your audience's shoes. We need to understand the world they're watching from. Because here's the thing, the reason your content is breaking down for them isn't always about what you created. It's often about the technical hurdles they're dealing with every single day.
So this whole mess really boils down to four main culprits. It could be their internet connection, their phone itself, a bunch of digital clutter inside their Instagram app, or hey, sometimes it's not them at all. It's Instagram's own servers having a bad day. Let's break down what each of these actually means for your strategy.
Okay, first up, the connection. You have to remember, a huge chunk of your audience might be watching your stuff on spotty public Wi-Fi at a coffee shop or on a really weak cell signal. And when that happens, your high-impact, beautifully shot reel turns into a buffering, freezing nightmare. They're not going to wait, they're going to scroll right past, and the algorithm sees that as a big, fat negative signal.
Next, let's talk about their device. Not everyone is rocking the latest and greatest smartphone, right? Older phones, or even newer ones with an outdated Instagram app, just don't have the muscle to play modern video formats smoothly. If you're not thinking about this, you're basically shutting the door on a whole chunk of your potential customers without even realizing it.
And this one is fascinating. Over time, the Instagram app saves a bunch of temporary data, it's called a cache, to try and load things faster. But when that cache gets too big or gets corrupted, it does the exact opposite. It's like digital clutter that slows everything down, turning your perfectly good reel into a glitchy, unwatchable mess for that user.
You starting to see how these seemingly small technical details can have a massive impact on your business? If you're ready to stop guessing and start turning these insights into a real strategy for growth, you can find expert guidance over at mbio.com.
All right, now that we've diagnosed the problems, let's pivot. Because this knowledge isn't about you becoming a tech support agent for all your followers. No way. This is about you becoming a smarter marketer. We can actually turn these potential glitches into a powerful advantage for your brand.
So here's our game plan. It's a simple three-step action plan. First, we're going to optimize how we actually deliver our content. Second, we're going to educate our audience in a way that builds some serious trust. And third, we are going to master the platform's little quirks to stay way ahead of the competition.
Let's put that plan into action right now. We're going to jump into some quick-fire strategic moves you can make today that tackle steps 1 and 2. Nailing these is the foundation for mastering the platform and turning all these technical details into your secret weapon.
So let's start with step 1, optimizing your content. We all obsess over the perfect reel length for the algorithm, right? But let's forget the algorithm for a second. How does length impact the technical performance for your audience? Does it actually matter?
The answer is a huge, resounding yes. Keeping your reels in that 7 to 30-second sweet spot isn't just great for engagement. It's a technical power move. Why? Because shorter videos are smaller files. They need less data, less processing power, which means they are way more likely to play smoothly for everyone on any device anywhere in the world.
And that brings us to another big optimization question. We're constantly told that higher quality is always better. So to stand out, should every single reel you upload be in stunning, crystal clear 4K?
Strategically, the answer is actually no, not always. Look, 4K looks amazing, but it puts a massive strain on older phones and weak internet connections. So you have to remember this. A smooth experience for your entire audience is almost always more valuable than a perfect quality experience for just a few. Accessibility wins. Okay, on to step 2, educating your audience. This right here is a simple little diagnostic tool that makes you look like a genius. If a follower ever complains about freezing, just ask them this. Hey, are other apps like YouTube or TikTok working for you? If they say yes, the problem is probably Instagram. If everything is failing, it's their internet. Knowing that difference instantly positions you as a helpful expert.
And you can take that expertise even further.
You can build incredible trust by just sharing these super simple fixes. Imagine putting up a quick story slide that shows people how to clear their app cache or why restarting their phone can help. That positions your brand as genuinely helpful, not just another account trying to sell them something. That is how you build a real community.
At the end of the day, it really all comes down to this. The most successful brands, the ones that are truly winning on social media, don't just create amazing content, they're obsessed with understanding the entire context that their audience sees that content in, from the phone in their hand to the speed of their Wi-Fi.
And that leaves us with one final and really critical question. Look, technical glitches like the reel freeze are just one symptom of a digital world that is constantly changing. As these platforms keep evolving, are you truly prepared to handle the next big shift and make sure your message always gets through?
If you want to make sure you are always ahead of that curve, you don't have to figure it all out alone. For a personalized strategy and a consultation to turn all of these insights into real, measurable growth for your business, visit us at mbial.com now.